avocation that is prompted by my concern about my country. And I was one of the original organizers of the Richfield, Connecticut Tea Party in March. And, you know, I'm sure you're aware of those protests. The bottom line is, since that time, I've started this newspaper, 30, and it espouses three principles. Every article ties back to those three principles. Limited government, fiscal accountability, personal success. I am greatly concerned about this country. I'm greatly concerned about Democrats in Congress. I'm greatly concerned about Mr. President. I'm going to limit my comments to specifically your support of the trade. What I find objectionable. I believe that it is fundamentally a money grab. It is not about climate change. It's not about the you just worked at Goldman Sachs. I'll give you kind of a scenario that I see with respect to this whole process. These permits are dispensed to electricity companies and whatnot. There is a market, if you will, that's created, and you know, the various traders on Wall Street get involved. Okay? They corner the market on these permits. Okay? What is the government going to do if traders drive up the cost of these permits to the degree where they're either priced out of affordability, and corporations, legitimate corporations that have a lot of employees, legitimate business, just trying to make ends meet, can't perform. You're going to have massive unemployment. You're going to have real problems with respect to these companies continuing. So I see a Kafkaesque bureaucracy manipulated by a Wall Street trading regimen that's new and there's a lot of inefficiencies in the marketplace. Smart people take advantage of it. They corner the market in these permits. Okay? You know what the government's going to do? The government's going to have to issue new permits. As the government's going to recognize that one, it's got to keep these businesses running. And number two, the government needs revenue. And these permits are a revenue source. Let's be clear. This is a revenue source for the government. Well, I understand that. Well, the lobbyists got involved, and all of a sudden, but the bottom line is,
I got colleagues who come from coal stations, and they weren't voting for this thing, and the rest of the coal companies.
I understand politics. I understand that. Well, that should tell you. That should tell you. Okay, that there is kind of true institutional resistance to the whole concept. They need to lobby on
a lot of coal.
Well, so all of a sudden we've got this new credits issued. The whole ostensible reason for this is to combat climate change. All of a sudden we're issuing new credits. What goes by the boards here is the actual underlying rationale, the emotional rationale, call it well, with respect to combating climate change. I personally don't believe that global warming is I think it is a political issue. It's not an environmental issue. I think it's been used irresponsibly by the party. But that being said,
although John McCain supported him.
Well,
John McCain is a Republican.
I understand that.
Campaigning around the Democrats.
Well, okay. I just want to go through a couple more points here. I also think it'll make us uncompetitive relative to all those countries and businesses that don't believe in this system or don't adhere to it, and we'll lose jobs and businesses will become uncompetitive. And as a consequence, revenues of the federal government will go down. So I'm not really sure that anybody in Congress has thought this through. They've thought it through to the degree that it benefits them personally because there's an emotional appeal. I'll give you an example of what I mean by emotional appeal. There's a survey done of 8 to 11-year-old kids on environmentalism. 1/3 of them thought that they weren't going to, when they became adults, the Earth wouldn't be in existence. Okay. You had, I mean, given the fact that it is kids and there's depression and so forth, you cannot deny the fact that environmentalism in this country is a political hammer. Okay? If our kids are thinking that the Earth isn't going to survive, okay? And that's the kind of thinking that's going on here, in my opinion. There's not fact checking. There's a lot of, shall we say, pushback on the part of the scientific community against the whole concept of the need for
I
it.
want to give you that clarification. I think I've spent years looking at the science, and I will tell you that if this is the science, this is the science that says climate change is a very serious issue. And we've got a couple of people saying maybe not, right? But let's forget about climate change. I am not, as an elected official, I'm going to tell you flat out, I voted for the energy bill out for 2 reasons. One, it was the right thing to do, and two, Connecticut benefits.
How does it,
But let's set aside
how
climate
does
change.
Connecticut benefit?
Can I have? I'll get to that. I am not in the state of Washington as a newly elected official and continue the decades-long tradition of sending billions of dollars to Saudi Arabia and Iran and other.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're talking about oil dependence. I agree. We want to stop that. However, this is what you're doing. The premise there is that they control oil, they control prices, and there's an economic cost to our. Wait,
By the way,
economic
I
cost.
totally agree with your concern on the permits, and this is something we're going to watch. I'm not dismissing that.
But wait a second.
With the concern you articulated.
I want to get to your point. You're talking about what you're talking about is oil dependency. Okay, but you guys are not thinking through what you're saying. What you're saying is these guys, we don't control our own destiny. They can ratchet up prices on us, and we're dependent. We're very susceptible. So this is what our Congress does. What our Congress says is, okay, well, in the name of reducing oil dependency, let's create a cap and trade, and let's tax the citizens ourselves, and we'll take them. You're doing the same thing. The rationality here is that you don't want prices to go up to adversely affect our economy. It's exactly what you're doing with this cap and trade regimen. You can't deny that. Now, the other thing is that there are cheaper, quicker, more efficient ways to reduce our dependence on foreign oil. We can do more drilling in our own country, the Alberta tar sands, natural gas, nuclear energy, clean coal. We should be developing it ourselves. I'm not one of these, I've looked at all these issues, these alternative renewables. I mean, the bottom line is the only thing that's going to work is what delivers the lowest cost per BTU. Otherwise, it's unsustainable. I just see this as a tax on the system that's going to hurt us.
Can I give you 45 seconds to respond? I am very concerned and watch very closely the trading in permits. I studied what MREs is to help you specifically sign out for it. So I'm very legitimate concern. That's something I personally love to sort of watch. You and I may simply disagree on climate change. I happen to believe that the science is out there.
But this isn't going to solve that. Cap and trade?
We'll see. But I also know, look, first of all, none of this kind of thing is until 2011, right? We're looking at more exploitation of natural gas. I agree with more nuclear.
Okay.
And by the way, the cap and trade bill that we passed envisions making nuclear and natural gas energy which I think is good. So if you figure out a way to burn it, we ought to do it. Because if nothing else, it makes reporting a lot less oil. We may just never agree on climate change. I think it's real.
I mean, fine. I'm granting that this is the solution. Okay,
You asked about Connecticut.